Okay, this is an experiment, and the dog's excited about it. I am trying really hard. There I am. Hi. Trying to have a second setup for mornings, or a setup for mornings, so we have morning lighting. I worked hard on getting this set up last night, so hopefully it's going to work. And I just turned on. Hi, Tammy. Please let me know if you can hear me, because I just turned the microphone on in the settings, and I'd like to know that things are working. What was I going to do? I was going to check this. It's not ready yet. Okay. Yeah. So here I am. It's Monday mornings. I'm Sarah Peasley. It's Sarah Peasley. No, it's not. It's Handknitter. What am I calling it now? Handknitter Live on Monday mornings. I'm here from 9 to 9:30 Eastern Time. I'm in Michigan, which is Eastern Time. A lot of people think it's not Eastern Time, but it is. It changes at Chicago. Yay! Hi, Kelly. Hi. Woo! Look at all you people. Okay, so I worked hard to set up this other location. All kinds of things happened, and it took up forever, and I was up late, and I got it to work. So what I don't know is morning lighting, so you can see my chin hairs very nicely there. And this is my laptop instead of my fancy MacBook, which is right up there. That's studio number 1. This is remote studio number 2. No, I don't know. This is studio number 2. This is my dining room. Welcome to my dining room. And I hope to set up a different one for Fridays, which I actually did last night also. So if this is working, then I did it. So we just have to figure out, I don't know, lighting's good in the morning. We'll see. So welcome. Oh, I'm so happy you can hear me. There's a little glitch today. I have a guy in my yard working on my sprinklers. I think he was here last week too, just before my live stream. I think I might have mentioned him. So I have 2 sprinkler heads that are misbehaving. After they water my yard, they stay up. And when my mower guy, I'm not fortunate enough. I am very fortunate to be able to afford people to take care of my lawn, because I'm not going to go mow that thing. It's not huge, but by my standards, I'm not going to go mow it. So the mower guy saw that the heads were up and didn't want to mow them because that would be a problem. So I got people looking into it. I don't know. Things in the yard. I don't know. Let's see. I think first, I have a list, but I didn't write anything on it, but I have a pile. Between last Monday and today, which is 1 week, that's 1 week, I had at least 3 people out of the blue, not like, oh, me too, but I had at least 3 people mention those lights that you can put around your neck, and they shine on your knitting, and then you can see in the dark, for example, or if somebody's sitting next to you watching TV and doesn't want you to have a bright light on, or whatever reason. And then Edie, my friend Edie, I've mentioned her before, has this Edie's Deals that comes out every week, and her Edie's Deals came out, and I looked, and there was a light that goes around your neck. So I ordered one, and this is really freaky. I ordered it on Friday morning. I don't know, maybe it was Thursday, but let's say it was Friday. I ordered it on Friday morning, and through Amazon, and I mean, it's free shipping, and that's my fan. And if I was smart, I would go, no, they're not mowing, it's lawn sprinklers, so it would be water. It's my fan, because it's my laptop, and my headphones are upstairs. So if it gets really bad, let me know, and I'll run and get the headphones. Except, I don't think they're hooked up to, I haven't tested them with the YouTube yet, so I don't think they'd actually do anything. So today we might have fuzzy background noise. Sorry, I will test that out with my headphones in the future. Not bad though, we have picture and sound at least. Amazon. So while I was so I put them in my cart, the lights, and then I also thought, well, I've been redoing my cabinets because I got a new fridge and redoing the pantry, and not redoing, but like reorganizing. Um, okay, thank you, Fran. Yeah, I thought about testing it, but then the guy rang the doorbell at like 8:15, and I was completely naked, so I had to scramble. I was like getting dressed at my leisure, and then oh yeah, the sprinkler guy's coming. So I didn't have time to check, but I will check the headphones. If I had a pen, I'd write it down, but there isn't any. Oh, no pen. Not prepared over here. We'll make a little desk. Um, so in the process of doing things to my pantry, I I remembered that I have some Pyrex, glass Pyrex leftover containers that the lid's cracked because apparently you're not supposed to put them in the dishwasher. But when you do, eventually when you take them off the glass container, they crack. So I also ordered some replacement, lids for my Pyrex leftover containers because you can on Amazon. You can find them, and I even ordered them in what appears to be the new 70s colors of Harvest Gold and like a light avocado green and kind of a coral. And weirdly, I have two completely unrelated things that are in those three colors. So that's the 70s are back. Again. Oh, the dog's going to bark. I might have to run to the door if he rings the doorbell, and I apologize for that. Yeah, I might have to do that. And I don't want to do that, but I have a choice. Okay. And while I was there, I ordered, there's one of Edie's books that I don't have. And since I was doing Edie's deals, I looked at Edie's books. I ordered one of her crochet borders books, I think. So 3 things: the light, the replacement lids, and Edie's book, totally unrelated to each other. Ordered them at 10 in the morning. They were on my porch at 6 p.m. that same day. That is creepy. I mean, I can see having the lights. There's a warehouse in Lansing, apparently. I don't know. That doesn't matter. I'm sure they didn't have Edie's book in Lansing. And it was all in one box. It just kind of creeped me out. So anyway, I got this new light thingy, and I chose to get blue because everything else I have is black, and this way I could find them. They also came in pink. And you put it around your neck, and you turn it on, and it lights up your boobs. Woo! But then you can, I don't have my knitting with me. Oh my God, why don't I have my knitting with me? I have my knitting with me. So then you can I don't have any knitting with me, but I have yarn. So you can put your yarn there, and look, it lights up. Now, I was afraid things would get in the way, if you know what I mean. But they don't seem to. And you can, move things around. I thought they might be convenient. I'm making no money from this. I'm just telling you. Because then when I told people I ordered them, they're like, oh, I have them too. Diane has I don't know if Diane's here this morning, but she sent me a picture of some that she has that are a different brand. But she's like, oh, I have them too. And then I told my friend Jenny about them yesterday. She's like, oh, I have them too. So apparently I'm late to the game. But those are really cool. There's, again, I make no money. It's this brand, and they have 3 light colors, and then brightnesses. I don't know how many brightnesses. So that's pretty cool. And I actually used it one night, so my neighbors walking by could see me with lights hanging out of my boobs, and I was knitting. So they already think I did. The poor guy is like, bark, bark, bark. It's getting barked at. So what else is new? Let's see if the hand camera is still working, because, that's a thing. Whoop, there's my hand. Yay, and there's my cup of tea. And I also I had to completely set this up from scratch. Whoops, hold on. I had to, oh boy, where'd my face go? There, you get to see things happen. I completely downloaded the software onto my MacBook, my laptop, and then I had to find the plug-in that I had found before that I forgot about to make the phone work. Oh look, we get sunshine. Anyway, new things. Last week I showed you that I had picked out my yarns for the Casapinka mystery knit along called Sharon Air. Sharon is Sharon from Security, her cat. And I had purchased this one, which, you know, it's still beautiful, not quite as pretty wound up as it was in the skein. That's actually, I don't know which light you're talking about, Kelly. Because like this is sunlight, and then that's sunlight. This is a little ring light. I don't know, maybe it's the blue light. I don't know. Anyway, there is some sunlight here. Isn't that nice? So this is the yarn. It's Ba La Jolla. I don't know. Oh, she's waving. Okay. Tammy's waving at you, Kelly. Keep talking, Sarah. Ba La Jolla in the color May 22 that I fell in love with. And so I had this, and I had, thank you, Kelly. That's what I thought. It is pretty. So this would be a good place to do mornings, right? And I had picked out a black and a hot pink and a green. Oh, yay. It'll be different on a different day. And I wound everything, the May 22 and the green and the hot pink and the black. And when I went to wind the black, it was damaged. And I'm just going to say moth damaged. I didn't inspect too closely, but the first 50-gram skein, sorry about the dog, there's a guy in the yard. I mean, I would bark too. Well, no, I wouldn't, because I'd be barking right now. There were like 8 ends in the first 50-gram skein, and I didn't want to fight it, so I just pitched both skeins. They were old. They're from a yarn store that has been gone for a long time, and they were probably in an open bag when my office was downstairs. So then I grabbed some more skeins. I think I might have shown you last week, but I said, obviously I'm not supposed to use black, because when I pulled out my last year's knit along shawl, it has black in it. It's in the other room. If I have to go answer the door, I'll go grab the shawl too. Yeah. And so the other one had black and a light gray and a rainbow, and I just thought it's just the same colors. So I decided not to use black. But I was going to the store. I worked the store on Wednesdays, Woven Art in East Lansing. Some of you are tired of hearing that, but there might be new people, so I just have to keep saying it. And I looked at different yarns. So far I had this plus 3 from Stash, but then I didn't have the black anymore. And I have more black in Stash. Long story continues. I was working at the store. It wasn't busy, but it was steady. And Diane came in. Diane's one of the people who often is here, and she was also looking for yarn for the knit-along shawl. And so we looked together, and we have totally different color preferences. So it was kind of fun to say, do you like these? Oh, do you like these? Yes. Back and forth. I ended up buying all new yarn, you guys, and I'm so happy. I feel guilty, but I'm so happy because, well, this is the yarn, wow, it's getting ready, the May 22 colorway that I fell in love with when I unpacked, because I work in the yarn store, when I unpacked the Ba La Jolla. Here's the label, La Jolla, and it's May 22, is really the colorway. I don't know if there's one for every month, maybe. But when I unpacked the Madeline Tosh sock that we got, I had thought that these were really pretty next to each other. We'll put them in the not sunshine. I had thought that, and let's get rid of my little head. Whoop, that's not my little head. That's my little head. That there. Okay, so I had thought that those were really pretty, and I didn't know if I would wear hot pink, but this was like a month ago that I fell in love with that yarn. So, those colors. So I was very happy to say, you know, I really do like those colors, and oh my gosh, they go with this, and you know what else I would put with them? So I'm making a black shawl again. I don't care. So the one from last year is black and blue and gray and rainbow, and this one's going to be black and gray and rainbow and hot pink. I think it'll be fine. Let's make my head big again. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be really pretty. And the knit along started on, you know what I should, anyway. The knit along started on the 12th. This is the 15th. And I was all excited when the first clue came out, but I'm being weird, and I'm finishing. So I thought I was almost done with the last year's knit along snarkometer, and I was wrong. I was not done with the second to last clue number 5, and then there's still clue number 6, and there's one called Deep 6 that's something you could add on afterwards, which is called Fringe, and I'm not sure I'm going to do that. Sorry, didn't even start on my bubbles yet today. So when I got the first clue, I was like, yeah, but maybe I should finish a clue from the previous one. So I'm working on, I should go get it. I'm working on one from I'm finishing clue 5 from the previous one, and each clue has sections. So last night I finished a section. Maybe I should start the new one. But I have one more section in clue 5 of the old last year's knit along. Then I can start this year's knit along, because hey, guess what? I wound all my yarn. Am I going to be beautiful? So that's that. That's the story of the new project. So it's still a new project. It's a newer it's a new project because it's not stash anymore. It's really sad. But also makes me very happy. Today's mug comes to you from the East Lansing Art Festival, and it's gotten a little damaged because I used the dishwasher. Art Festival, 50 years. I don't know if that side used to say anything, but around the time I turned 50, so did a lot of things. And the art festival was one of them. That's the East Lansing Art Festival. It happens right, it used to happen right in front of Woven Art, and now it's a block away, but that's okay. It's still in East Lansing. And I had been going to it since early 80s. It's been a while. I've been here a while. Just a while. What else did I have for you? I also, well, I did a tarot reading, or a Knitter's Oracle reading last week, and I'm going to do one this week. The one last week, I had talked about, I had drawn the pom-pom and the gauge swatch and the, anybody remember? And the pom-pom was, I decided, a kind of frivolous thing. So I decided that the theme, no, the meaning was that it was something, there was going to be a frivolous idea, and then those gauge swatch meant I was going to be mindful about the frivolous idea, and then bind off was the third one, and meant that I was going to be successful and finish something. Finish the thing that was frivolous. And so I don't know, maybe the frivolous thing was having a second setup that I figured out last night. Maybe the frivolous thing was, I don't know, did you have a frivolous thing that you thought about and had success with? You can tell me about it. Bind off, thank you, Tammy, I got it right. There's a little delay. Maybe you probably don't know there's a little delay. I did figure it out. So let's do this week, shall we? We might as well start now because Cash, who's in my yard, might knock on the door any minute. There we go. Hi. So here's my tarot thing, and I'm going to keep the directions out because that tells us what the cards mean. There's no jokers in a tarot deck, apparently, or Knitter's Oracle deck. So we're going to do the fun shuffling that I did last time. I thought about keeping out the ones that I picked last week, but I don't think that's what you're supposed to do in a tarot reading. I think that things can come up again. Ooh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I think that things can come up again. These are not swooshing together that well. Okay, and then we'll do a final cut. Okay, you guys ready? I'm ready. Watch the doorbell ring now. So the first card we picked is it's called something, and then the next two are called the Let's go look up what they are. First card is the, I'm looking. The first card dictates the subject. So the first card is the subject, and the other two are the modifiers. So here we go. The designer is our first card. What are we looking at? There's yarn. Is that yarn? Is that a project? I should look at the card. That might be a project. I'm so sorry about the dog. And there's yarn and a calculator and a pen and hey look, there's a cup of tea. And we're making notes. So we're designing something on the needles, it looks like. I can't really tell. Let's see. Something that looks like a fish tail. Right there. I don't know what that is. So you know how sometimes you look at something but you're not quite seeing what it is? That's what's happening there. Trying to block the light, but that doesn't work, just FYI. So if I put something right there, the guard dog is on duty, let me tell you. There, look at that. I just blocked the entire sun. Yay me. Okay, so there's the designer. Make my head smaller. Next one is the sweater curse. Well, there you go. Do you know about the sweater curse? Usually it involves the boyfriend's sweater, where if you aren't, and so that's sexist, isn't it? If you haven't yet gotten a ring on your finger, talk about sexist, and you knit a sweater or knit something for your beloved, that your beloved will go away. That's the sweater curse. See, broken heart. So there you go. I did in fact knit a sweater for a beloved and he went away. And then I knit a sweater for another beloved and he went away. I never knit anything for my husband, but I sent him away. Maybe because he wouldn't let me knit for him. Tammy's saying something, but my screen is in the way. What does she say? Sometimes a project is chosen because we admire the designer's work. That is a really good point. Sometimes we follow the designer. That's true. And here's our third card, the Swift plus Winder. That would be our winding station. Okay, so the designer is our subject. Personally, I just in the past 24 hours was thinking about the fact that I'm giving up trying to be a designer, but if I design things along the way, that'll be fine. And it was like a weight was lifted off my shoulder. So that's my personal tie to the designer at the moment. We're going to look and see what the deck says that they actually might mean, or how they're intended. The sweater curse, I don't know how that would relate to the designer. I didn't design sweaters for my beloveds. So we'll work on that. And then the Swift plus Winder. So the Swift and Winder, let's see, that's what you do at the beginning of something. Something being a knitting project. If you bought in a skein, silly dog. If you bought yarn in a skein, you have to, knitting or crochet, excuse me. If you bought in a skein or Hank, I'm not really sure what the difference is, you have to wind it. We don't have to wind it, but you should probably wind it. I've seen people try to knit work from the opened up circle, which we don't advise, by the way. So let's see what the little directions say about the designer. Fortunately, they're numbered 14, XIV, 14. The designer career, oh boy. It's deeper than I thought. Okay. The career, jobs, work life, ambition, intelligence, shrewdness, and cleverness. There's inverted, but that's a different way to read the cards, and we're not doing that yet because we don't know how. The career, jobs, work life, ambition, intelligence, shrewdness, and cleverness. Career, jobs, work life, ambition, I think all go together. Sorry, you can't see that. Intelligence, shrewdness, and cleverness are like a separate animal, but okay. That's what they're intending, they being Alex, for the Alexander Tinsley, the designer of the Knitter's Oracle. Okay. So it could be smarts, or it could be work life, ambition. And then the sweater curse, good old X, number 10. A warning, yeah, a test, a cutting out, that would be like an unknitting, a swift reckoning, an imminent ending. See, that's sort of what I said about I already figured it out. I decided that I'm not going to be a designer, so maybe this is telling me something I already figured out. It doesn't have to be about me though, so if you have an interpretation for you or just in general, and it can be silly or it can be dead serious, put it in the chat. And if you think of it later, put it in the comments below the YouTube thingy. This video. It's on YouTube. And by the way, because I'll forget, hit subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe. I need 954 more subscribers to hit 1,000, which is like the magic number. So click subscribe. You could be the 1,000th. That's the third one. XXXD, that's 35. That's on the next page. That's on the next page. Wow. 35, the Swift plus Winder. Ready? Transformation, process, progress, improvement over time. Taking the necessary steps, growth and change. Okay, so this is totally me reinventing my business, which is what I'm doing right now. So that's how I'm taking it. I should think of a different, that's like a telling me what's going on. I should think of a something for the week. But I really think it's saying, remember when, like yesterday, you said, you know, maybe I'm not going to be a designer. And so I just cut that out of my life and felt better. And I'm launching into this reframing of my career, which involves, if you haven't figured it out, I'm reframing my career. And I'm reframing it to, it'll be nice if we learn something along the way, but let's lift each other up and give each other permission and say nice things and build community and connection and empowerment. And that's what my job is now, by the way. And oh, if we learn how to do a long-tail cast-on or German short rows along the way, that's fun. Or do a granny square for the first time or hand sew a top, that's fun. That's an added bonus. Danielle, hi. So Tammy says, in addition to sometimes a project is chosen because we admire the designer's work. That's true. Oh my gosh. Guy's walking by right there, but you can't see him. It just scared the crap out of me. Tammy also says, in my WIP pile, work in progress, for those of you who don't know what WIP stands for. Danielle, do you know what WIP means yet? Work in progress. In my WIP pile, because that implies there's more than one, that's a thing, is a sweater I don't like for my husband. Your cards are saying it's time to start again. I think that's a great interpretation. You can tear it out and put it on the Swift and wind it back up. It's the other way around. Instead of winding the skein of yarn into a ball to work from, you can wind the ball or the sweater back into a skein or a ball from the sweater and reuse the yarn for something that you don't hate, you don't like, don't dislike. Because I know you like your husband. You don't dislike him. Yeah, it's very freeing to take a project you're working on that you don't like and just say, you know what, I'm not going to finish this, and just like cleanse your WIP pile by getting that out of there and starting something new or turning it into something, or just giving it away. But the tearing out, don't just give it away, tear it out, because that's the cleansing part. Like, I don't like this, it doesn't control me, I'm going to tear this out. Okay. And Danielle says, I think this is reaffirming I need to have several sweaters going at once. So yeah, she does know what a WIP pile is. Okay. And with that, it is 9:30. Sorry about the fan noise in the background. Sorry about the barking in the background. You know, that's not because I'm in a new location. That's because there's a guy in the yard. I'm going to go bark at him too and see what happens. He's working very hard. He's turning on all the sprinklers. And he's by himself, so he has to go to the garage and turn on the sprinkler, and then go out in the yard and check it, and then go to the garage and turn that one off, and turn on the next one, and then go out and check it. I would send 2 people, quite frankly, but I'm not in charge. Not of that. Okay. I'm going to sign off. It's always awkward. I don't want to sign off. I don't want to go to bed. You can't make me. I'm going to sign off. I have stuff to do today. I have plans for the week. I don't know what they are. But I'm ready to go. I'm up and dressed, even though I was naked when Cash rang the doorbell. I actually answered the door in my pajamas. Happy Monday to you too, Tammy, and I will see you guys the next time. Bye, Danielle. I'll see you guys, well, next Monday maybe, and maybe somewhere in between, okay? I love you. Thank you for being here. Sorry about the dog. Bye, Kelly. Thank you. I have to remember how to stop.